Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the King, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about something that I wanted to make for a long time, and that's what licensed killers are left to come on into Dead by Daylight. Recently, there's been a lot of talk about licensed killers coming on into the game, and this hasn't just started just now. We've had all of the talks about Candyman. Polyester made an amazing video summarizing why he thinks it's Candyman. Before that, we speculated that it could be Pennywise, and even before that, the Nun, and so many other characters. We were even right about some of them that came in the past, such as Ghostface and other characters like that, so it's not too far-fetched to think about what's remaining on the list. So in today's video, we're going to go through the list, talk about some of the licensed characters that are yet to come on into the game, and how Dead by Daylight can get them to work. Before we jump on into this video, guys, as I've been doing in all of my videos, right now as you're watching this video, we are live on Twitch doing our partner push. I would highly appreciate it if you guys came out. We just need a 75 average, and we've been absolutely killing it. We just need to do this for a span of 30 days. So far, we are 8 days into this, so please, guys, come on out, show some support, and I would really appreciate it. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and talk about some of the licensed killers that could potentially make their way on into Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight already has an outstanding roster when it comes to the iconic killers that are from movies or anything like that. We've seen Freddy Krueger, we've seen Leatherface, we've seen Ghostface, we've seen the Pig, we've seen Michael Myers. These are some of the most iconic horror characters that you can think about, and there's only a few remaining that are not officially on the roster just yet. So who exactly can we see coming into the realm of the fog in the near future? So obviously, starting at the top of the list, we have to talk about our guy, Candyman. Candyman is the hot topic right now. Everybody's on him, and Candyman definitely can make his way on into Dead by Daylight. It is plausible. If we get any licensing agreements, Dead by Daylight is surely going to find a way to get these characters to fit and work on in this manner. Polyester, as I mentioned in the beginning, has an amazing video talking about it, but long story short, the actor for Candyman has been liking and following a lot of Dead by Daylight related things, and it's causing a lot of people to speculate that either he's a really big fan of the game or the guy is coming on into the game. So either way, it's really cool. It's kind of a win-win. Either the guy is a huge fan of Dead by Daylight, or he just really is excited to announce that he's coming on into the game. So it's a win-win either way, and Candyman definitely can work. As you know, if you guys remember the iconic movies, he would fit perfectly in this game. But let's not forget about the hype that was generated last time we were speculating chapters. Pennywise going through Comic-Con. This was the hype. This was the talk. I spoke to the devs. I was like, is Pennywise coming? Are we getting Pennywise? Pennywise was everywhere. Everyone was talking about it, and we honestly believed that Pennywise was coming on in. Now, a lot of people were kind of against this idea. They didn't really want another clown in the game, even though Pennywise, you know, is just the all-being entity, just like the entity itself. So, you know, again, not too far-fetched. If that were to come onto the game, they would definitely make it work. And as I've been mentioning about all of the licensing chapters since the day we received them to now, it helps the average audience. The person that doesn't know much about the game, when they see someone like Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger in this game, they would solely want to play this game for that particular reason, because they don't really care about the original. Sure, the dedicated Dead by Daylight fans do, but for the average layperson, they wouldn't care all too much. So having an iconic killer like Pennywise coming on into the game is definitely a step in the right direction, and it will help the player base tenfold. So the people that are sour about it, don't really want him in the game, they don't have to play him. They don't have to play him at all, and the people that really truly want him will enjoy, and it's more happiness than there is sadness, and you guys know how that works. If you guys ever took a morals of society class, you know how the happiness factor works. If more people are happy and just a few people are sad, you go with the more people being happy. Now, since the beginning of Dead by Daylight, there's also been talks about getting Chucky on into the game, the little doll himself. Now, how exactly would Chucky work is the biggest question a lot of people had, as the guy is, you know, really small, maybe just 1 or 2 feet tall, not even 2. So, how exactly would he work? There have been amazing animations showcasing how Chucky could work in the game, where he could levitate you with his hand and put you on the hook. Again, if we did get the licensing agreement for Chucky to come on into the game, I'm sure Dead by Daylight would figure out a way to make him work. There's a bunch of ideas that they can do. The levitating hand one is honestly the best one, where he puts you on the floor and drags you by your hair and then tosses you on the hook with his power. That would be really, really interesting to see. There's also a lot of other speculation that people have come up with, talking about how they can get him to work on into the game, and some of these reads are very, very interesting and very lovely, and maybe one day we'll bring fan-made chapters that showcase some of these licensed killers to you guys if you guys are interested in seeing that. Let me know in the comments below. And then, of course, there is Jason. Everyone always talks about Jason coming on into the game because he's probably one of the few iconic killers that is left, like, that really stand out from the rest. When you think of, like, super duper iconic killers, Michael Myers, Freddy, first ones to come to mind, and Jason, of course. Now, obviously, Friday the 13th is dealing with a huge lawsuit, and there's a lot of implications with him coming on into the game. It's still possible, maybe one day we can see this happening, but in the near future, it doesn't look like it's really likely. But still, getting Jason on into this game would be amazing. Imagine how phenomenal it will be for Dead by Daylight. It would essentially complete their roster. They wouldn't even need to get anybody else. People would start coming to them at that point, and having Jason in the game would just be really, really good. But again, it's a little bit of a far-fetched idea with all the circumstances that is currently going on with the whole Jason franchise and the game, so we'll have to wait on that one for another day. So for now, the closest thing we have to him is a trapper. We can play him and have some fun setting up bear traps and slashing people the same way Jason would. And last but not least, this was also something that we've all speculated before. Pinhead coming on into the game from the Hellraiser series. This has been something that has been talked about just like Chucky for such a long time, and it definitely could happen. Pinhead would make these guys just want to hurt and torment your soul, and in the last chapter when we seen a chain, we automatically, everybody thought it's Pinhead. It's Pinhead, guaranteed. Even I thought it was Pinhead. I was a little skeptical on it in some of the videos that I've created, if you go ahead and look at them again, but I was still a little bit on defense, and I was like, yeah, it's probably Pinhead. They wouldn't tease an iconic chain if it's not Pinhead, and we were bamboozled. It was the Death Slinger, but it does open the door for talks about Hellraiser coming on into the game. So we'll have to wait and see what the future holds for us. As you're watching this video, you could be in the future right now, and the new chapter could already be out, and you already know, and someone that I named on the list is in the game. This has happened so many times in our most requested character videos where we talk about some of these characters, both licensed and non-licensed, so it would be interesting to see what happens. But those are essentially the killers that are left. There's still quite a few that I did miss, so if you guys want to talk about it and discuss it in the comments, you're more than welcome to. Those ideas are like the Predator or even characters from other games that can essentially make their way on into the game. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, if you did, make sure you leave a like down below, subscribe for some more daily Dead by Daylight content. Again, we're partner pushing on Twitch, so please come on out and show some support. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.